Lagos State Governor urges Nigerians to support members of the armed forces. National Assembly postpones resumption of plenary to January 30. On a foreign scene, Namibia condemns Germany for defending Israel in genocide case before International Court of Justice. And in sport, Equatorial Guinea holds Nigeria to a draw in 2023 Afcon opener. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Nigerians have been urged to offer their support to members of the armed forces and their families as they continue to sacrifice to protect the country. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu made the call at the Interdenominational Divine Service held as part of activities to mark the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day at the Chapel of Christ the Light at Lausa, Ikeja. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Deputy Chief of Staff, Boyega Shoyowo, explained that the service is an avenue to honor and appreciate the sacrifice of those who have paid the supreme price in service to their fatherland and humanity.
Today, the government and the good people of Lagos State are united, appreciate the sacrifice of the departed. Two, to pray for the continued repose of their souls. Three, to remember their families left behind, as well as those who have become incapacitated one way or the other as a result of injuries sustained in the war front.
In his sermon titled Honoring Sacrifice, taken from John chapter 15 verse 14, the General Overseer, Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministry, represented by the Deputy Overseer, Ladoja Abiodun, noted that success is built on the bedrock of sacrifices, as nothing great comes without sacrifice.
Whatever you are doing that doesn't cost you anything, of course, if it is not painful, it can never be painful. If you want to achieve what is worthwhile, you must know that it's through the pathway of sacrifice.
Earlier, Commissioner for Home Affairs Ibrahim Layode reiterated the commitment of the Lagos State government to the welfare of the families of the fallen heroes, urging Lagosians to collaborate with the government to support the armed forces.
We also will keep on supporting widows of the fallen heroes, that supporting them, contributing to them, as giving them also a life after the death of their husband. I think it's something very welcome that we also can emulate to do.
In the highlights of the service, special intercessory prayers and thanksgiving were offered for Nigeria, Lagos State government, families of fallen heroes, and members of the armed and paramilitary forces. The Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority Lamata has advised all commuters in the state to only use authorized bank accounts to pay for transport services. Consultant Corporate Communication of Lamata, Kolawole Ojalabi, noted that the agency is aware of a viral video in which a group of ladies claimed that an official asked that payment for a train ride should be made to a personal bank account due to their inability to make payment via available POS machines arising from POS network downtime. Ojalabi explained that any ride on regulated public transport in Lagos State is paid for using the Cowrie card. According to him, to load a Cowrie card, commuters may either use a POS machine, load money from their personal account to a wallet linked to the card, or to a designated collecting account by the service provider. While noting that the state government appreciates concerted efforts to ensure property in all official transactions, Ojalabi pointed out that the claim in the viral video does not define or represent the services offered on the Lagos Rail Mass Transit LRMT Blue Line system from Marina to Mile 2. He therefore appealed that in any case of infraction in the system by anyone, the general public should send an email to info@lamata-ng.com or call /SMS/WhatsApp +234 909 952 6282. Lagos State government is undertaking proactive initiatives to mobilize grassroots communities towards achieving the 17 Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) to reach the global benchmark as outlined by the United Nations 2030 Agenda. Expressing this during a tour of the state's SDGs centers in some local government and local council development areas, Special Advisor to the Governor on Sustainable Development Goals, Oreoluwa Fini, said efforts are towards ensuring that the aspirations of the global goals are translated into tangible and impactful actions at the local level is the priority of the present administration. Fini, while acknowledging the need to bridge the gap between global ambition and local realities, noted that a critical aspect of the state strategy is to foster a sense of ownership and understanding among local communities. According to her, global evidence has indicated that local involvement with the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) remains nascent at best in many countries, while noting that the present administration, through its Themes Plus agenda, has put forth a vision of cities with vibrant public spaces, clean environments, and robust civic participation. The special advisor highlighted the importance of aligning this vision with the SDGs. And now to the rest of the stories. The National Assembly has postponed its plenary resumption to January 30. A message addressed to all members of the House of Representatives by the clerk to the House of Representatives, Yahaya Danzaria, confirmed the new date to the lawmakers. Danzaria noted that plenary will resume at 11 a.m. prompt on the said date. This comes 2 weeks after passing the 28.7 trillion naira budget for 2024. It will be recalled that the lawmakers had fixed their resumption for January 23. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas to promptly reduce the National Assembly budget of 344.85 billion naira to reflect the current economic realities in the country. SERAP urged them to request President Bola Tinubu to present a fresh supplementary appropriation bill which reflects the reduced National Assembly budget for the approval of the National Assembly. It also urged them to promptly publish details of the National Assembly budget, including the proposed spending details of the 3 billion naira for the Senate car park and the 3 billion naira budgeted for the House of Representatives car park. According to SERAP, Nigerians have a right to scrutinize how their lawmakers spend their tax money and commonwealth, especially given the precarious economic realities in the country and the impact of the removal of fuel subsidy on vulnerable Nigerians. And now to foreign news. Namibia has criticized Germany's shocking decision to support Israel in the genocide case at the International Court of Justice, ICJ. The case was brought by South Africa as Israel's war on Gaza enters its 100th day. A two-day public hearing in the case at the World Court, the highest legal body of the United Nations, took place, during which South Africa and Israel presented their arguments. South Africa told the court that Israel's aerial and ground offensive, which has laid waste to much of the enclave and killed almost 24,000 people, is aimed to bring about the destruction of the population of Gaza. The Namibian President Hage Geingob expressed deep concern over the shocking decision communicated by the government of Germany on Friday, in which it rejected the morally upright indictment brought forward by South Africa. He said Germany still falls short of recognizing incidents in Namibia as a genocide in legal terms, which means it refuses the obligations to pay reparations. Meanwhile, the ICJ is likely to present a provisional measure in the coming days, but a final verdict will take years, even as South Africa has urged the courts to order an immediate halt to Israel's devastating military offensive in Gaza. In our sports, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have been held to a draw by Equatorial Guinea in their 2023 Afghan opener. Salvador opened scoring for Equatorial Guinea at the 36th minute before Victor Osimhen equalized for Nigeria at the 38th minute. Nigeria will now play Cote d'Ivoire on the 18th of January. And just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limits. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration upgraded 2 higher institutions to universities? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Nigerians have been urged to offer their support to members of the armed forces and their families as they continue to sacrifice to protect the country. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu made the call at the interdenominational divine service held as part of activities to mark the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day at the Chapel of Christ, the Light, Alausa, Ikeja. The National Assembly has postponed its plenary resumption to January 30. We also told you that Namibia has criticized Germany's shocking decision to support Israel in the genocide case at the International Court of Justice, ICJ. And in sports, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have been held to a draw by Equatorial Guinea in their 2023 Afghan opener. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagostate.gov.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswa Ejoka. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.